Hi, my name is Yunus Abadou, co-founder of Nesta. Nesta was formed by myself and my fellow founder, Mohammed Pracha. Mohammed is the international lawyer based out of Dubai, works for an international law firm, and myself, ex-accountant and real estate financier of a couple of decades.
Cut. No one here wants to hear YouTube Yunus. They want the real Yunus and to hear what Nesta really has to offer. And so I have a few minutes with you and I'm going to take you backstage. We're here in my kitchen. Welcome to everyone. Now let's go through a quick presentation to talk to you about Nesta. And so let me jump straight into this rather than a pre-recorded scripted version of the presentation. So the problem that we've identified as founders, Mohammed having several decades in the Islamic finance sector, myself equivalent, more focused on the banking side of that sector, is that there is a significant lack of financial product for Muslims here in the UK and also in other jurisdictions around the world, mainly in the West. The Muslim market or the Islamic finance market is significant. It's a market that is continuing to grow worldwide, and it's a market, unfortunately, that hasn't had very much innovation to keep up with the growing and demanding technological changes that have continued to take place in the West. And what we're looking to do with Nesta is revitalize, if you like, some of the Islamic products that are in existence and bring them up to speed and bring them into a platform, the Nesta platform, that allows us to democratize what is currently a very elitist offering for big business, ultra high net worths, and make that offering in a manner that the average investor can access. And so we have a number of products that we're looking at deploying. The first is a real estate financing product, and we like to describe this as two sides of the same coin. On the one hand, you have a real estate finance offering whereby Nesta will facilitate provision of finance to acquire or redevelop a property for an SME. Again, a provision that in the UK for SMEs is non-existent, and so the large majority of SMEs or purchasers of real estate would have to apply for a more conventional offering, and so the provision of this Nesta offering allows us to give the option to the borrower. Our aim is for that option to be a flight to quality as opposed to a flight to necessity. And that's one of the core things that values that we try to maintain throughout the Nesta journey, a journey that has been 2 years in the making. So coming back to this, the other side of that coin. So on the one hand, we've got the financing. On the other hand, we've got effectively the secured investment that funds the financing. And so we take that financing contract, which effectively is an asset, someone owing you those funds, and we take that and we offer it to investors in portions so that an investor can invest a much smaller proportion than the larger contract value and effectively start generating return. That also allows investors to diversify into different types of financing arrangements. And you can see there that both those products are new and different. This is a slide just to give an illustration of how the market is changing and the fact that there is an increase in interest from hedge fund level activity into the direct lending sector, which is what I just described there with regard to SMEs being provided financing. And so although there is that interest at a SME level for funding, and that is being funded less so by the conventional banks or the conventional offering, and more now through direct lenders who are backed by hedge funds. That offering is, again, non-existent within the Islamic finance market here in the UK or the West in general. And so Nesta is, again, looking at democratizing that interest from the funds, from the hedge funds, and allowing the average investor to take part. Very quickly, this is a brief introduction to the platform, which is built with .NET Core backend and a Java React front end, a language that the beloved Facebook is built on. I wanted to just very quickly take you through the investment processes, which is what you're seeing here, and some of the core elements of introducing contracts and sign-off, which is this element of the approval process. And this is an MVP. This is the first product that we've deployed into the platform. A platform that at the moment is going through the authorization process with the FCA, and we're hoping that we're a few weeks away from an indication for us to be authorized, and that process is progressing very well. This is a slide just with the integrations that we've built in, and you can see here that we've got all the right names from Salesforce, which is effectively the system that runs much of our employee backend credit functions, so on. DDCap is a commodity trading platform that we've integrated through APIs. Goji help us hold client funds, and so on. A very quick summary here. So this is the senior management team. You can see there Mohammed Brancher and myself as founders. Two core team members at this level, Javid, our CTO, and Ben, our compliance officer. And so I'd like to just wrap up and end by saying thank you very much for your time. I hope you've enjoyed the presentation and also the manner in which we presented to you, and hopefully get the opportunity to speak to you in person soon. Thank you very much.